Welcome to the Lori Robertson podcast, where I guide entrepreneurs and business leaders towards lasting success in their businesses. I'm your host, Lori Robertson, and in today's episode, we are going to be talking about finding your unique voice and how to stand out from the crowd in your industry and your niche. It doesn't matter what industry you're in and what niche you have. You must find your own voice so that you can stand out. Because in a world where every market feels saturated, distinguishing yourself is not just beneficial, it is essential. And I had to learn this the hard way a long time ago because when I first got started out, I was just copying what I saw other people do. And it's okay. And I remember this saying, it's okay to copy as long it's okay to be a copycat as long as you're copying the right cat, right? But you still have to have your own unique voice. You still have to have something that sets you apart from everybody else. And that's the only way that you can build your business. So, let's start by discussing why standing out is so important. In today's competitive landscape, you must know that consumers are inundated with choices, so many choices, right? Whether you are a freelancer, a business owner, or even a part owner of a larger organization, the ability to differentiate yourself can lead to greater visibility, better client relationships, and ultimately increased success in your business. And whether it's sales of your product, your services, coaching, whatever it is, that's the most important thing. So, what does it mean to stand out? Well, it's about carving out a unique space in your industry that reflects your values, your skills, your vision, right? And when you stand out, you become the go to person for your expertise, making it easier to attract clients, collaborators, and more opportunities, right? So, let me stop right now and say if you have not grabbed you a pen and paper, please stop this right now and go and grab it in a nice cup of hot cocoa or some coffee. I don't know where you are in the world, but where I am, we had a little snow. And here, I mean, the temperatures have gotten, I don't even believe we've ever had temperatures this low. And in my area, there are a lot of outages with electricity, but here where I am, we don't have any water. I don't know how that happened, but I have electricity, thank goodness, but I don't have any water. So hopefully they will get it together so that I can get some water before the end of today. But I digress. Let's get back into this. But just make sure you got a pen and paper and let's keep going. Now, now that we understand the importance of standing out, let's talk about how to do it, right? The first step is identifying what your unique value proposition is, or UVP, and we'll use that for short, okay? So, your UVP answers the question, what makes you different from others in your field? So, I'm going to give you some tips to help you define your own UVP. Okay. So, number one, do some self reflection. Take the time to reflect on your strengths, your passions, your experiences. What do you love to do? What are you exceptionally good at? Because if you sit down and think about this, you are going to be able to share your business, your products, your services, whatever, much better if it's a passion of yours. If you can just ramble stuff off anytime, answer any questions. I shouldn't say ramble, but you'll be able to talk about this with your eyes closed. You can just share with them from the heart, right? So do that as a first step. The second thing is to do market research. Look at your competitors. What are they offering? What price points do they have, right? Identify gaps in the market where you can fill a need or provide a different perspective. That is an amazing way for you to stand out because you can be selling the exact same thing that somebody else is selling, but if you identify something that maybe they're not highlighting, or if you provide something different from a different angle, like I said, or a different perspective, you're going to stand out, right? And then number 3, feedback. Please do not hesitate to ask for feedback from your customers, your clients, from peers, from mentors. They can provide insights into how you're perceived and what makes you unique. Who better to tell you if they like what you're doing, if they don't like it, than the people that you're actually selling to, right? Or teaching things to, or whatever the case may be. Okay, so now that you have identified your UVP, right? It's time to build your personal brand around that. Your brand is how you present yourself to the world, and it should be a true reflection of your UVP and a true reflection of you. Okay, so here are some strategies to build your brand. Okay, number 1, have consistent messaging. Ensure that your messaging aligns with your UVP across all platforms, your social media, your website, and any networking events, whether you're networking in person or you're doing some type of webinar. Okay. So then number 2, engage with your audience. Share valuable content that resonates with your audience. This can include blog posts, videos, podcasts, or some social media updates. And another good thing, when you're engaging with your audience, you may want to send out like a survey to see exactly what type of content resonates with them before you send out the blog posts and the videos and things like that. Okay. So, number 3, network strategically. Connect with others in your industry who share similar values, attend industry events, webinars, and engage in online communities. That is so important, because if you network with other people in your industry, you can see what they're doing. And then that's when you can fill in that gap to see what you can do differently, better, or, get some key ideas. Number 4, authenticity is key. Be genuine in your interactions. People are drawn to people that are authentic, and it helps build trust. Okay. So remember, just be you. Nobody else is better at being you than you. Okay. All right. So now, an effective way to stand out is by leveraging social proof and testimonials. So when potential clients see others vouching for your skills and expertise, it builds credibility almost instantly. Okay. So getting that social proof and testimonials, it doesn't take much to ask for that. You can ask for it in person, you can send out emails, whatever the case is. So, number 1, I want you to collect testimonials. After completing projects or lead magnets, selling your product or service, whatever it is that you're doing, you ask your clients or your customers for testimonials. Display them on your website and in your social media. Display them everywhere, okay? Then number 2, get case studies. Share detailed case studies that highlight your work's impact. This not only showcases your skills, but also tells a compelling story, right? You can do case studies on how you created a product or service. You can do a case study on how whatever it is that you're selling helped another person. It tells a story that's compelling. And that way, when you tell that compelling story, it will resonate with who it needs to resonate with to help you make another sale or get another client or customer. And then number 3, engage with influencers. Collaborate with industry influencers. Their endorsements can significantly enhance your visibility and credibility. And you may say, well, I don't know any influencers. You can start with little small influencers, some micro influencers. Heck, these teenagers or the people that's in their 20s and 30s, they are influencers now. So check them out. You never know. Your kids or your kids' friends could be influencers. So there are influencers all around that you can probably collaborate with, right? All right. And so finally, Standing out is not a one-time effort. It requires continuous learning and adaptation. Stay updated with industry trends, invest in your skills, and be open to feedback. So, the first thing you need to do when you are trying to do some more learning is to invest in your education. Take courses. I don't know why my throat is getting a little scratchy. Hope I'm not trying to get sick. But take some courses, attend workshops, and read industry relevant books and articles. So, investing in your education, investing in yourself is probably one of the most important things to help stand out. Then stay agile, be willing to pivot your approach based on marketing changes or feedback. I'm not one that likes to keep changing things, but I had to adapt and change as the market changes, because if you don't change as the market changes, then you're going to be marketing to nobody, because things change constantly. Flexibility can keep you relevant in a fast-paced environment, especially with AI coming out. You have to keep your finger on the pulse of what's going on and how you can use that in your business. And that's going to help you stand out in the industry or your niche. So let's wrap this up. Standing out in your industry and niche is about understanding your unique value, building a strong personal brand, and utilizing social proof and committing to continuous growth. Remember, it's not just about being different, it's about being authentically you. Your unique voice is your greatest asset. Like I said, nobody can be a better you than you. So I hope you found this valuable. Thank you for joining me today on this podcast episode. And if you found this episode helpful, please share it with others and leave me a review. And also, I'm gonna, I've left some things before, but I'm gonna leave again some valuable gratitude journals, some goal planners, and manifestation journal, and things like that, just for you to have. And I think we're going to be offering it for a while, so I'm going to leave it down in the show notes. So this is free, and then you can get it to help you jumpstart your 2025. And if you take the time to do these things, this is going to help you as well stand out, because you're going to be ahead of the game, because you're going to start writing out your goals, your affirmations. You're going to do, goal setting and things like that. So, like I said, please share this episode if you found it helpful, and leave me a review. And because it helps me, in the algorithm here in Spotify, so that people can find me. So until next time, keep striving to stand out, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.